Hello, beautiful people. Hello, hello, hello. How are you? This is Sheila Bicknell, and it is full moon. So happy full moon. And it is April. Oh my goodness. April. Thank you. Springtime in Canada. It is April 12th, 2025. Springtime in Canada. Obviously, autumn for other people around the world in the southern hemisphere. I hope that you are well. We've had a lovely day, got a nice little walk around the garden, checking out what's coming up, what's looking at us, what's thinking about coming up. It's very early still in our area, just outside of Montreal. So there is not a lot up yet, but some of the plants are starting to show themselves and saying, hey, yeah, we're thinking about it. We're getting there. We're getting there. And I did see a couple of bugs in the garden, so it is waking up. I'm coming on today, it's full moon, and I had a project. So it's a project that has been in a month and a half of development. Not really. It's a project that I thought about a month and a half ago, and here we are now. So at my birthday, which was in early March, I received a deck of cards for my birthday from a great friend, from Lori. Lori is a beautiful person, very creative, very artistic, an excellent educator, and she is also the host of Safe Haven, where I do many of my events locally, which is lovely. And she gave me a beautiful deck. So I thought, let's look at the deck together to see how it looks, to see what it's like. And so the deck has been waiting for me to do this. I think it's its idea as well as mine. And certainly being a full moon today, it said, let's get her done. It said it last full moon. Obviously it didn't happen. So it said, let's do it this full moon. So let me show you the box of the deck. So I've only taken it out of the box, but I haven't looked at the cards yet. So it's super fun. So welcome. So unboxing, I guess this is called, but it's Sheila version, so who knows what it's actually going to be. We'll explore the cards a little bit, have a look at them, and see how they feel, see what they want to say. And it's a deck that I think for many people, just in terms of the subject matter, is yes, please, can we bring in this energy? Can we encompass this energy and invite this energy into our lives as well as into our world? So the author is Diana Cooper, and those who know my decks, who know the decks I usually work with, it's the same author as the Dragon Oracle deck that I work with. So the author is Diana Cooper, artwork by Space Before, it says, and it's a Hay House published book. Deck. So it's the Golden Future Oracle, a 44 card deck and guidebook. So let me show you the front. The Golden Future Oracle. Now, I never know when I do these videos whether it looks backwards or forwards to you. So if it looks backwards, sorry, so sorry. My apologies for that. But look at that gorgeous artwork. There's dolphins, there's energy going up through the body, there's swirling, there's hummingbirds. So it's a lot of beautiful, beautiful things. Let's have a look. Unboxing. If I can get it out of the box. There we go. And inside the box, on the inside, it says, great beings of light, please guide my way so my golden future starts today. Woohoo! How great is that? Great beings of light, please guide my way so that my golden future starts today. Thank you, Diana Cooper. So we have the guidebook. So for anybody who hasn't purchased Oracle card decks or Tarot card decks, they usually come with a guidebook. And this gives you the philosophy of the artist. It gives you guidance into their own perspectives of their cards. Let me read what it says on the back. It says, the golden future will be a time of peace, harmony, and abundance, when everyone cooperates for the highest good. The air and water will be pure. There will be nutritious food for everyone, and new spiritual technology will support us, providing limitless ecological, and free power. Everything we need will come to us automatically and effortlessly, and we will all be attuned to the angelic and spiritual worlds. Yes, I say yes to that. Sounds gorgeous. It goes on to state, tap into the beautiful future that awaits us with guidance, reassurance, and tools to help you now. Each of the 44 cards is fifth dimensional and represents a different aspect of the golden future. Use them together with this guidebook to connect with the spiritual beings who are overseeing each aspect of the new golden age and help co-create the golden future. I love it. So that's the back of the deck. You can see a picture of Diana Cooper there. Hello, Diana Cooper. Thank you for your work. Thank you for your deck and your wisdom. Much appreciated. Shall we jump in? Let's jump in. So I'm not going to use the guidebook. If anybody has questions about the guidebook, I can go back into it, but I'm not going to read the whole thing, and I'm not going to read all of the cards on it because I want to see the cards first. So they are still in their happy little wrapper, and here we go. We've got the front one. We're going to take this off. I'm going to try to take it off. There we go. All right. So this is the Golden Future back of the deck. So every card will have this as its back. All right. Now what are we going to do? We're going to go this way or this way? I think we're going to go from the top. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to quickly have a look at each card, say sort of impressions that come to me immediately. And maybe I'll go through all the cards. Maybe we'll stop partway through and see how we go. But I definitely want to look at some of them here. So thanks for being along for the ride and hanging out with me. So the Golden Future starts now. So because I'm going to the back of the deck first, we're starting with 44. That seems appropriate. So we're starting with the 44th card. So maybe we're doing it backwards, but I don't mind. Group consciousness. Embrace oneness. The 44th card, number 44, group consciousness. Embrace oneness. So there's little birds that look like swallows. There's a beautiful bright light in the center. There are kind of light beings around. There's different crystals and bubbles of energy. Beautiful big light shining, golden light, of course, as well as kind of rainbow light zooming in and out and up through these beings. So group consciousness, embrace oneness, number 44. So for many people, 44 is also a very angelic number. I tend to think of it as angels. That's something I learned a while ago. So maybe it resonates with you for that. But embracing oneness, that we're not all separate. And I think isn't that amazing that this is the first card, the way that I chose to look at it, the first card that comes up, whether it's in order or whether it was just because I picked that card. Really embracing oneness, group consciousness. So there is less of us versus them, less of you over there and me over here, and more of oneness. What do we all want? What do we all need? What do we all look for? What is a greater consciousness helping us make choices about our own decisions, our own actions, our own behaviors, as well as how that is going to work and affect others. So first card, group consciousness. So I may just be going in reverse order, but I'm doing it this way so I don't see the cards before I flip them. 43, spiritual technology. Spiritual technology. Expand your imagination and share your visions. So it is a very sort of technological looking card, but from a very spiritual, spacey kind of way. So it's got a beautiful big peace dove or white dove in the center of it. So there's definitely energy of that. There's a hand that's kind of coming towards the third eye of the human. There's hummingbird, there's rainbow reflected in things. You have the energy almost of the mind or the intuition. There are grids as well as waves, as well as bubbles, as well as almost like how would I say it? It reminds me of like a beehive where you have all the different little combs in there along this part of the skull and inside the head of this person in the image. So spiritual technology, expand your imagination and share your visions. So the imagination being one of the spiritual technologies that we can use. Imagination, of course, intuition, vision. This also feels very creative. It reminds me of a deck in a different, a card in a different deck that I have. That's very creative. It's very sort of in here, but also out there, which makes sense also. Dreams, I think, can also be very spiritual technology. So what is your imagination? What are your visions? And really connecting with that third eye 6th chakra, 6th energy center. Gorgeous. Okay, so group consciousness, embrace oneness is 44, 43. Spiritual technology, going backwards, of course, why not? So 42, world peace and cooperation. Hallelujah. Yes, world peace and cooperation. Oh, it's a bit of a optical illusion card, which is really cool. So when I quickly looked at it, I didn't see the two people. I just saw the image in the middle of it. So again, hummingbirds, white doves, the sort of the energy going between these two people and within these people, above the earth and within the earth. There's monarch butterflies, or what look like monarch butterflies, and all the sort of essence through the people. And there's connections above and around them as well. World peace and cooperation. Choose harmlessness and teamwork. Choose harmlessness and teamwork. So what does world peace look like for you? What does it feel for you, that cooperation energy? But not only cooperation, but choosing harmlessness. Do no harm. And teamwork. Because we all have different skills. We all have different knowledge. We all have different experiences. We have different energies at different ages, right? So somebody who's 15 is not going to have the same experience and energy and insights, but they may have completely amazing different ideas or different perspectives. They may show something that seems very obvious, and yet other people can't see it. Whereas somebody older would have a different point of view, different perspectives, different experience. So teamwork together, how amazing would that be? Isn't that going to be fantastic? And don't we need a little bit of world peace? Yes. Beautiful. And then that energy kind of coming up with the golden orb above and different orbs beyond. Love it. That's 42. I'm presuming the next card is 41. It is. 41, the super love portal. Lots of green. Oh, so nice. The super love portal. So there's a man standing here with love in the heart center, open golden light there. Excuse me, there's this energy sort of flow around. There's a big bird, which looks like it's probably some kind of eagle up in the air. Also the butterfly, the hummingbird, little bubbles of air, bubbles of light and reflection. This golden, this portal, if you like, also has lightning coming down as it creates this sphere around it. All different colors, all different energies. There's a river, a little stream coming down through, lots of greenery and mountains off in the background. So the mountain, there's a mountain here, and above it is this, either this moon or this light orb, bringing this portal. It's 41, the super love portal. Accept yourself as a cosmic being. Accept yourself as a cosmic being. So feel it, right? Feel it in here, and then feel it all around you as you ground into the earth, as well as you connect with the natural world. So I love how it's super love, it's cosmic being, but the person is standing on earth ground, on growth, on growing soil, on growing ground, with water flowing nearby. I love that. Feel that love. Next up, 40, the golden cities. Live ecologically and harmoniously. The golden cities. So it's not just cities, it's golden cities. So that you live ecologically, respecting the earth, respecting the needs of the earth. I would say sustainable, renewable, regenerative, all of that probably comes into that. And harmoniously as well. So remember that one of the other cards that would be later in the deck, if you were looking at from 1 to 44, which we're going backwards because, well, that's the way we did it. Then you get do no harm. You get that no harm. How does she say it? Choose harmlessness. So here it's the golden cities. Yes, are going to be cities. but they are harmonious. They're golden. They're living ecologically. And you see a group of people, all different people, striding out from this beautiful city. Beautiful structures, right? Rounded edges, this big light structure here. Almost looks like a big crystal. There's butterflies, there's a dove, there's a rainbow off in the corner. There's a mountain in the background which has the natural world around it. And there's orbs and almost energy and faces you can see in the orbs as well. Water and then plant life closer to us. Wonderful. Okay? The golden cities. Maybe different than some of our cities. Maybe you know of a city that feels more golden, feels like it has that ecological, harmonious energy about it. If you do, let me know. Let me know in the comments. What does that look like? 39, crystalline light energy. Crystalline light energy. 39. Light body, sorry. Crystalline light body. Let me try to get this right. Crystalline light body. Number 39. Build your crystalline Merkaba. Build your crystalline Merkaba. And if I recall correctly, the Merkaba is a certain shape that is often shown. I don't actually see it in this, but perhaps there's a different version she's looking at. I'd have to look in the guidebook. But we got waves of energy, huge waves of energy through the card, rainbow, bubbles or spheres, orbs, light off in the distance as well as within their chest, heart centers, light around their heads, all different energy vibrating through their bodies as they sit on a huge lotus flower looking energy and all that vibration through the water and through the leaves. Isn't it neat? And it looks as though they're sitting next to each other and they have their hands touching, which is lovely. And there's hummingbirds and butterflies as well. So those are obviously themes coming through, helping us, working with us. Crystalline light body. Build your crystalline Merkaba. So that could be an interesting thing to learn more about. And it's with that lotus flower sort of energy, it's that growth into something, that allowing the coming into that state, into that crystalline state. Number 38 is free energy. Oh, beautiful. Free energy. Secondary words is be a powerhouse. So free energy, be a powerhouse. And what we get is this, it looks like a really intricate kind of pyramid. Like it's a pyramid but with all different angles and shards, maybe glass, with a circle of energy around it, with huge energy at the top of the pyramid, almost lightning energy coming out of it, electrical energy coming out of it. And then in the background, on one side, you've got a waterfall with a beautiful forest. And on the other side, you've got these huge rainbow energies. And it's sitting atop what looks like it's, could almost be, reminds me of a solar, I'm going to blank on what they're called. You know, a solar clock, time clock that uses the sun. Totally forget what it's actually called. It'll come to me. Or one of you will tell me what it's called. You know what I mean? You have the time, and then you have the thing, and it shows the shadow. I don't think that's what it is, but it's what it reminds me of. So it's this big sort of circle that this pyramid type structure is sitting in the middle of. Free energy, be a powerhouse. So think, what would it be like if energy was free in these golden cities? If there wasn't a question about it, if there wasn't a doubt about it, what would that be like? What would it feel like? What would it look like? What would it facilitate in life? What would it open up as possibilities in life? That's 38. 37. Intergalactic travel. Regard the stars with wonder. Intergalactic travel. Regard the stars with wonder. So here you have, there's a traveling vehicle, some kind of starship. There's all kinds of energy around, lots of rainbow color. All you could see as if it's sort of being pulled into or gone from a different portal, maybe to different space and time in intergalactic travel. There's a rainbow all over this person. There's an interesting sort of white design down here, which I'm not sure what that is, but it looks fascinating. A lot of energy around this person and then radiating energy out. So it's intergalactic travel, but it's also regard the stars with wonder. So maybe you're not intergalactically traveling right now. Maybe you are, fantastic. But it's also looking at the stars and the planets and everything and looking at it with wonder. Maybe. What else is out there? What else is out there? It's got sort of our Earth as we know it with big trees down this side, but then the rest of it is sort of mysterious and different energies. So what could that bring? That's 37. And then here we get 36, golden stellar internet. Communicate in a fifth dimensional way. Golden stellar internet. Communicate in a fifth dimensional way. All right. So we see all these individuals who have sort of light in terms of their faces, as if they're communicating from that light. This main individual has vibration streaming all around and sort of coming down through her body, through her arms and her hands. And she's got energy coming here, so that's that communication, and a big orange energy around her. There's wings sort of below, as if they're wings of some type of being. Could be angels, could be some other being that's sort of carrying these messages, and lots of vibration. Golden stellar internet. Communicate in a fifth dimensional way. So that's interesting. What does that mean for you? Just on thinking it. Maybe it's not what the author means, but when you think about it, what does that mean for you? Golden stellar internet. How we all connect together. Maybe we're all able to communicate, so we don't really need the internet. We can just send and receive things. Ooh. Wouldn't need the wired version, the unwired, the completely wireless. That's 36. 35. Planetary cleansing. One very close to my heart. Planetary cleansing. With the secondary words, keep your space pure and clear. So in this card, in the center of the card, we have a big garbage pile, a metal garbage bucket with tons and tons of garbage on it. To one side, we see beautiful tropical mountain ranges with plants. There are bees also. On the other side is rainbow, and then of course this gorgeous unicorn Pegasus flying into the scene from the rainbow, coming in to help, I would think. The cleaning up, the clearing up, absolutely. And at the bottom is the ocean. So ocean with dolphins and all kinds of other little fish and coral in the center. So we know that the ocean is huge for the planetary functioning, but also the planetary cleanliness, and a high degree of need. So thank you to the Pegasus unicorns to come in and help us. High, beautiful energy. But also to those under the oceans, the dolphins and others. Planetary cleansing, number 35. Keep your space pure and clear. So you could look at it for your own space. Does your space feel pure and clear? Or do you have some work to do? You can perhaps invite in the Pegasus, invite in the unicorns, and come in and help with that. Think of what that energy would feel like for you. What would it look like for you as well? 34, jump shift your life. Jump-shift your life. Tune into crystals. Ooh. So here you get to work with crystals to jump shift your life. So lots of different colors, the hummingbirds here as well, but it's all sort of spiral energy, and it's as if the person's like jump shifting themselves in the light, with that wisdom. And you can see some of the sort of crystalline energy all around, the crystal energy around. And it's almost like it's building a staircase up and forward. So obviously crystals are very important to do this. Okay. Beautiful. Fascinating. And there's yellow golden energy right on the side of the head as well. And they're leaping up as if they're like superhero energy. That's number 34. 33, because we're going backwards. Blueprint for 5D humanity. Blueprint for 5D humanity. Secondary words are remember your gifts and powers. So what are your gifts? What are your personal powers? What are your strengths? What are you able to do? What do you do naturally? Hummingbirds, butterflies, a little person. So we've got a little person down here. And then you have the energetic person all up here and the beautiful bright light at the top. Tons of rainbow coloring again, as if they're sort of standing on a stage, but then there's this weaving going up through all of their energetic bodies to this bright light at the top. Blueprint for 5D humanity. Remember your gifts and powers. Number 33. 32. Leadership and decisions. Leadership and decisions. Make choices for the highest good of all. Make choices for the highest good of all. So we have this loop of people, this ring of people, half ring of people together, as if they're standing in, making up a beautiful heart, human heart. Then you go down into the picture, into all of the workings of the system, of the circulatory system. But there's also a butterfly, there's the white dove, there's the hummingbirds, there's a bee as well. And then you have all different sort of energies and spheres. And you have these people all ring together, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people with this bright sun, almost sunshine, golden energy coming up, but there's light energy coming from it. And as if they're all in this, encompassed in this globe, in this orb ball. Leadership and decisions. Make choices for the highest good of all. So at the point that I'm recording this, we're in the month of April 2025. And on my own year wheel, the card for April is leadership. So this really stems as beautiful. It connects in it with lovely, lovely ways and really a beautiful connection. Make choices for the highest good of all. Isn't that powerful? Wonderful. 31. Illumined masters. Illumined masters. 31. Be a spreader of love, it says. Be a spreader of love. So we have these 5 figures who I presume are illumined masters. They're sort of standing on a rocky edge. There's water in front of them. Then there's clouds. Then there's the bright sunshine. There's orbs of energy over each of them. And it's like they're also receiving energy, a bit like sort of star energy coming through. Lots of rainbow colors as well. And then up on the top, it feels like the sun, the fieriness of that sun. And there's all vibrations. So illumined masters, number 31, be a spreader of love. Sounds great, being spreader of love. Bring more love, connect in with that love and see how, are you a master of it? Can you welcome in? Can you call in the masters? Can you be grateful for the masters of this? And then be a spreader of love. Utilize that mastership, mastery, and be a spreader of love. So what do you need for yourself in order to do that, to allow that, to embrace that? That's 31. So then we're going to number 30, unicorns. Yay! So in this deck, there are unicorns and Pegasus at the same time. Unicorns with wings. Look at that gorgeous animal. Gorgeous. So white unicorn with a golden horn. The moon is up in one corner. So that's interesting. There's a moon here, full moon, like we have today. Vibrational energy around, waves of energy in rainbow color. They're on top of clouds in this picture, rearing up. Very strong, powerful animal. Beautiful big wings of feathers, white feathers. And it says, unicorns, spread the light of unicorns. Unicorns, spread the light of unicorns. There we go. Thank you, unicorns. Powerful, peaceful, loving, magical in many ways. And I look forward to exploring them more with this deck because I don't have many unicorn cards. So I love having more in this deck for the golden future. So my friends, this has been half an hour and we've got to card number 30. I would love to do more cards, but I'm going to take a pause and I will do another video at another point, and then I will upload them all together so that you have a chance to look at all the cards. Thanks for tuning in so far. We are looking at the Golden Future Oracle, but I need to head off, have a little pause, have a snack, and then I will upload all the videos when I've looked at all of the cards, and I'm excited to see the rest of them. I hope that you're enjoying it. It's a deck by Diana Cooper, artwork by Space Before, and published by Hay House. So we're doing a look through, my first time looking through these cards, and I really appreciate it. I will see you on the next video as we continue on with the cards. Ciao, take care of yourself, bye. This is Sheila Bicknell, BlueWater Oracle, in case you don't know who you're watching, and I'm wishing you well. Ciao.